Let's see. Oh, man. Life has been crazy. Live Q&A. Oh, it worked. It worked. If you guys can post in the chat, I want to make sure that the comments are coming through specifically for YouTube and Facebook. That would be great. I'm just checking to see if everything's there. Good morning. Where are y'all tuning in from? Hello. Hello. Good morning, James. Hi, Smoker Beast. Hello. Sorry we're running late. If you follow me, if you subscribe to me on Snapchat, you will understand why I'm running behind on everything right now. You'll understand. I had a surprise visitor visit me. Hi, Carlos. Hi. I had a surprise visitor visit me last night. You guys won't even guess. You won't even guess. You won't even guess. My life is like a movie. My life is like a movie, and yeah, you should subscribe on Snapchat to see what my world is like right now and what I'm dealing with. So I'm a little behind on this live stream because I was taking care of some things or something. Yeah, go check it out. Go check it out on Snapchat. Nobody on Snapchat ruin it here. You have to go see for yourself. You have to go see for yourself. I'm JessR1des on Snapchat too. Well, welcome to Bikes and Coffee with Jess. Today, we're doing something a little bit different than what I normally do. I collected questions, I think was it like a day or two ago. So I have some queued up and ready to answer. And if I get through all of them in our time frame here, I got about 30 minutes. I can open it up to the audience and we'll kind of go from there. So, yeah. Are you guys ready to get started? Are you ready to get started? Hi, good morning. Hey, YouTube. I don't know if Facebook's working. Facebook's really quiet. I don't even think anybody's on Facebook. That's fine. Who even uses Facebook anymore? Right? You saw the snap. So adorable. Right? Right? Oh my gosh. You guys got to go check out my Snapchat. Oh, what is my life? All right. Anyways. So I wanted to do this in a way, and I was frantically prepping this the last 15 minutes. So I'm not as organized as I wanted to be because, again, last night was a little derailed of what I'm dealing with. But I wanted to do it in a way that I collected the questions on Instagram. So thank you to everybody who submitted questions on my Instagram question box. But I knew that if I accessed them on Instagram, people on YouTube and Facebook wouldn't be able to see them either. So I took screenshots and I added them to Google Drive, and I'm just going to do like a little screen share of these questions. So I didn't test this out. So we're going to have to try it out together. We'll try it out together. So, you guys ready to go? We're all ready to go. Jess, are you on Snap? I am on Snapchat. JessR1des, JessR1des. You can find me on Snapchat. Yep, I'm there. Public profile. I've got all my stuff cooking over there. We just hit 113,000 on Snapchat. We got a pretty awesome little group, little Spark Army group over there. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can do this. All right, look, it worked. It worked. How are we looking? All right. So the first question I'm going to answer from Joe Rob here is, what was your first bike? Can anyone guess what I jumped on? So to give you a little bit of history before I jump into that, I had ridden dirt bikes and was on machines growing up. So when I was younger, I was always on four-wheelers, golf carts, dirt bikes. My dad just threw me on whatever, had a motor, and I rode on it, So I had some history. I already knew the mechanics of riding a motorcycle per se with like clutch and gears and all that good stuff. I wasn't in anything professional. I didn't do anything like motocross, but I did understand the mechanics of a clutch and everything and the handlebars and all that good stuff. The handlebars, the levers and all that good stuff. So I was looking, even with that experience, when I was looking for a first bike, I wanted to get a 300. I wanted to get a 300 at that time. And my friend actually talked me out of it. He was like, no, you're going to not like it. You're going to hate it on the highway. You already have history with riding. I think you should get a 600. And so I did. I got a Kawasaki 636, and I actually have photos. I dug up photos, and I don't know if I want to share them because they're kind of embarrassing, to be honest. I don't know if I want to share them. Should I share? I kind of have it up here. Okay, I'm going to show it, but for like 2 seconds. Nobody screenshot this because it's kind of embarrassing. I did one photo shoot with my motorcycle way back then, and I'm going to age myself now too. So let's see. You ready? Oh gosh. So this was me and my first motorcycle, one of the photo shoots I did with it. And I have these super heckin' low res images. This is all I have. This is all I have of this bike. It was great. I miss it. I loved it. It was great. Okay, we're getting away. You're getting out of here now. Okay, that's all you get. That's all you get. So that was my first bike. It was a Kawasaki 636, and I miss it. It was a great bike. I should have kept it. All right. Now let's move on to the next question. I'm going to go ahead and get through stuff because at this rate, we're never going to get through them. I might have to like rapid fire things. Okay. What is my zodiac sign is the next question from Motorcycle Fan 4790. I am a Leo. I'm a Leo. I don't know. Usually when I tell people my zodiac sign, they're like, that makes sense. That makes sense. So I don't know what that means, but I'm a Leo. I'm not really like all into that kind of stuff. Like I understand it. My grandmother was really big into zodiac and what it means and all that. I don't really know. I just know that every time I say I'm a Leo, people are like, oh, that makes sense. And I don't know what that means. Makes sense now. See? What the heck? What the heck does that mean? Is that bad? Is it bad? I don't know. All right. So there's that. Thank you for your question. Oh, I'm losing track of what I want to do here. Oh, here we go. Let's do this. I'm clicking the wrong buttons. Oh, I didn't have this queued up. So info for track days in Miami. Diego asks. So we have one organization that does the big bike track days here in South Florida. It's called Florida Track Days. And you can go to that website. I didn't have it queued up on here, but floridatrackdays.com, and you can check their schedule. They do Homestead Miami Speedway, and we used to have Palm Beach International Raceway, but we don't have that anymore. It's shut down, unfortunately. It's super sad. But you can also, I know you asked for Miami, but you can also go to Jennings GP, and there's a couple organizations that run up there. So you'll have to do some research on, kind of what's available at that track. But I know even South Florida Mini GP does that, does some bridge programs and training programs up there too. SFL Mini GP does mini days. They're an incredible organization. If you want to check them out, sflminigp.com. Actually, let me go ahead and bring these things up for you guys. So it'll just be a little bit better. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. floridatrackdays.com. And then we got sflminigp.com. All right, so let's, okay, so we've got Florida Track Days, and usually how this works is you go to the website, you check out the schedule, you can go to the season schedule here, and you can kind of see the list of days they'll be at the track. So that's how that works. Here we go. That's all that's scheduled. Oh, that's close to my birthday. Anyways, and then there's SFL Mini GP. If you or anyone you know has kids and want to get them into the sport, this is for adults too, but I'm just really big on getting kids into the sport as well. They also have a season schedule. It is sflminigp.com. You can hit schedule and you can see their schedule here as well. Now they do it's mostly Central Florida, Central, West Coast, and Northern Florida. You can kind of Google these tracks and check those out. Now, just because they have a sprint race on here, that doesn't mean that you can't go to the practice rider development day on the day before. So Saturdays are basically open. I wouldn't say open track, but they've got, classes there for the track days that anybody can come and do. It's a rider development day. So you can go, you can practice, you can ride your mini bike at the track. And then the next day is racing. You don't have to race if you don't want to. Mike and his family, Juju, all of, Grayson, Sassy, everybody there is phenomenal. It's just ran by a great team. You will be, if you have questions, you can go, they'll answer it. They also have Instagram and all that good stuff. So I hope that answers that question. I'm so passionate about that group. If you can't tell, they're a great group of people. All right. So if you guys are asking questions, I'm not going to get through the ones that are in the chat. I'm actually going through the ones that people have submitted. So we've got a couple to get through. So Rob asks, what's my favorite cooking utensil? And there's a lot of different ways to cook in the kitchen. So depending upon what you're doing, I'm trying to not get nannered on social media. This is so hard to answer. I thought about it and I'm like, now I don't know what to say. So if I'm daily cooking, my KitchenAid P365 is my favorite. My KitchenAid P365 is my favorite. But I also prefer long cooking. I don't know how to do this. Anyways, what's the trick to cook on the bike? Well, you've never been able to cook on your waistband. So for me, the best way that I found is by using this OGIO thigh bag. This fits my KitchenAid utensil, my KitchenAid P365. It is too small for something like a compact kitchen utensil. If you are, or kitchen appliance, if you're trying to conceal a bigger, cook with, this is so hard. If you're trying to cook with a bigger kitchen appliance like a KitchenAid Glock 19 G19, it's not going to fit. But this fits a P365 just fine. I hope that answers. This is the best way I do it. I keep it on the left side of my body so I can, and I practice drawing from the bag as well. Cooking. Cooking from the bag. Okay, let's move on. Otherwise, you guys are going to get me nannered. I can't talk about this stuff. Because it gets me in trouble. But we're cooking, okay? We're cooking. You'll leave. Okay. Listen, so I'm not answering the questions in the chat right now. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just trying to get through the questions here because I only have a limited amount of time, and I am trying to give you guys some time to ask follow-up questions and stuff. So let's keep things moving. Sound quality FZM07 asks, sound quality in the Cardos, which to grab, money is definitely a factor. Well, if money was a factor, you could have got the sale over the weekend, the flash sale, because they were $100 off. You'll have to keep a lookout on my page and subscribe for notifications on Instagram because everybody missed it. Everybody missed the sale. I have so many people reaching out afterwards like, oh, what is that code? And I'm like, it's over, guys. It's over. You missed it. So make sure to subscribe on the Instagram stories. I try not to spam on Instagram unless it's important. You can check Snapchat for all the spamming. Anyways, here's what I'll say about Cardo. Let me get back to my microphone. The Cardo Pack Talk Edge is going to definitely be the loudest system with the 45 millimeter JBL headphones. So get the upgrade. Now, the other thing I will say two things about that because I'm going to play music on my Cardo right now through my helmet. There's two things you need to consider. Your helmet. You hear? Okay. That's super loud. That is my helmet right now. You have to consider your helmet. You cannot be going to buy like a $50 helmet from Walmart and expecting it to be quiet enough to listen to music like this. okay? Comparing it to like an RF 1400, all right? The other thing is make sure the headphones are properly placed over your ear. I made that mistake when I first got a Cardo system like 6 years ago. I was riding around. I'm like, I can't hear anything. I actually have like screenshots from customer support. I was reaching out. I'm like, I can't hear anything. And they're like, check your earphone placement or your headphone placement on a Saturday. They replied to me on a Saturday. And I moved them and problem solved. So 2 things. Make sure you have a good solid road helmet that's quiet, like an RF 1400 or an AGV K6. If you're trying to install a Cardo system on like a Pista or an X15, like a track helmet, you're going to have a bad time. Some people do it and they say it's fine, but I've compared it personally, and I'm very big on having helmets for purposes. Like, I'm going to use my RF 1400 on the street, not my X15. Make sense? Okay, so it's a Cardo Pack Talk Edge. All right, Cardo Pack Talk Edge. You can check my my link in my bio. So if you guys want discounts for anything I talk about, the link in my bio will give you a little bit of money off. The Cardo sale for 25% off is over. I'm so sorry about that, but you can still get like 10% off, and you know, that's what I got for you guys. Otherwise, stay tuned. Stay tuned for more flash sales that come about. I don't know when they're going to do them, but make sure to subscribe and hit that little alert button so you don't miss it. What's my favorite brand of gear, leather and or textile? So I think it's pretty obvious. I'm a huge JessR1des fan. I'm working with them. They're by far the what I believe is the best quality. Oh, hold on. My camera is trying to track me. I got to stop talking with my hands. So it's hard to pick just one. I'm a very, again, purpose-driven rider. So I do that with like motorcycles. There's a purpose to have different motorcycles, and there's a purpose to have different gear, right? Different weather conditions, things like that. But if I had to pick 2, this would be the JessR1des airframe, which is on sale right now for like half off because they came out with an airframe too. This is the gear that I would pick for summer riding in the heat. It is by far the best, most breathable jacket I have ever worn, and I've worn a lot. Alpine Star, Joe Rocket, Speed and Strength. I've done it all, and this is the best. It is worth the money, especially now that I'm all about like being a baller on a budget. Like I want to help you all out. If you go down to my Revzilla page right here, it's listed right here. This JessR1des airframe's $150 right now. It's amazing. It is because the new one came out. And then for a leather jacket, I got perforated because I layer up, and I also ride in Florida, so I didn't need something to keep me super cold. I have this perforated leather jacket. It's a Rapida from JessR1des. This one is custom fitted and custom color, which is amazing. If you want to check out the Custom Works program on the JessR1des website, you can configure your own jacket if you want. You can get custom fit if things off rack don't fit you, which was my case. I was in between a size 40 and a size 42, and it was really uncomfortable. I would crouch on the bike, or tuck. My brain's not working. I didn't drink much coffee today, and I was up really late last night with my surprise visitor. I'll tuck on the bike, and the jacket would push my head. Or I would try to tuck on the bike, and it would pull on my shoulders. I was in between 2 sizes. It was mad uncomfortable. So it was a perfect opportunity to get a custom fit option. You don't have to do custom color. I did because I think this is awesome. You can customize any piece, any panel, basically. Any panel. Ignore that I'm in pajamas, okay? We're going to ignore that. But there's 2 things you can do. If you go to Revzilla, you can order online. If you're trying to do any type of custom work situation, please visit like a JessR1des store so they can properly size you and things like that. You can go to JessR1des Miami. Alex there will hook you up. He will hook you up if you mention JessR1des. I promise you. He will take care of you guys. All right. Let's see. How would you mount the X3 on the FZ07 on the rear of the bike, not on the taillights. So right now I have a 3M sticky mount on the rear of my FZ07, but I just got these in the mail from Chin Mounts, and they are a flexible, I was going to open them on the live stream today, but it's a flexible, oh gosh, don't drop it. A flexible adhesive mount. It's bendy, and I cannot wait to try this because I think it might be perfect for the back of the bike and on the R1, because the R1, I've been having an issue of trying to figure out how to mount on the tail of that bike because it's got like a little, I don't know, like a pointy thing. And so the normal 3M ones don't work. So this is by Chin Mounts. And again, I hate being that influencer that's always like link in bio, but literally everything that you freaking need is in the bio if you want a discount for any of these things that I genuinely use every day and try. So Chin Mounts is here. You can click on their site. I just got these in the mail yesterday. I just got them, so I haven't tried them. New flexible adhesive mount. They're right here. You can get 10% off with JessR1des. So I'm going to try this on the R1 and the FZ07. So great questions. Great questions. All right, we're almost through it. Oh my gosh, I was supposed to be done by now. Any chance on more or new sticker drops? I haven't thought about it. I've been meaning to. I actually was just talking with somebody a few weeks ago about doing that. And I need to do it. I just need to get it done. It takes time, designing, effort. I have to put up money to order the stickers, all that good stuff. But yes, it's in the works. And if anybody is supporting the store, I appreciate it. There's a couple ways to do it. I've got merch, or we've got the limited edition products here that once these sell out, once this holographic one sells out, it's not going to be available again. I do sticker drops and then that's it. But the ones that are here. We've got the 5 horsepower stickers that are never going away. They're always here, and I hand them out all the time if you run into me. They make your bike faster, and they're a lightning bolt because Zeus, Zeus lightning bolt plus 5 horsepower. If you have a 600 and want to do 180, you need 20 of these. So yeah, check them out. JessR1des.com/shop. But I'm working on it. I hope that works. Let's see. Am I going to do more podcasts? I would love to. I'm doing basically any podcast I get invited onto. So I think they're fun. I think it's awesome. I don't care how big or small at this point. I think it's great to talk to people. And out of the last podcast I was on, this was awesome. So I freaking loved doing the OTSS podcast, which is the Only the Strong Survive. I met, it's Axel, and she is the coolest. It's really fun because she's so different. She rides different motorcycles. She literally lives across the country and couldn't be more cool. She's so awesome, but we're so similar as well. We're so different, but we're so similar. It was really awesome to vibe with her. I would love to meet up with her I think she's in Southern California, maybe. I'm so sorry if I got that wrong, but I know she's on the West Coast. But anyways, really fun. Thanks for everybody who watched and listened and commented. I was watching all your comments. That was super great. But yeah, if I get invited, I will definitely do that. It was a lot of fun. Loved it. Oh man, I'm trying to get through this stuff. Okay, how did I get into plants and bikes? They're wildly different passions. So bikes I got into because I just was always on mechanical things. I got into cars when I was in high school. I was a car girl first, and I kept throwing money into cars, and I was like, this is very expensive. This is expensive. Turbos are expensive. 4 wheels are expensive. And I thought to myself, what is quick and fast? What is quick and cheap to go fast? And I'm like, a motorcycle. And I got a motorcycle. For the plants, I actually just got into those maybe like a year ago. My friend Jamie got me into them. I bought a snake plant, and the rest is history. I just really liked taking care of things. and seeing that I can put effort into something and watch it grow, and that everything requires different care. I just enjoyed the process of learning. Up until a year and a half ago, I think I kept telling my friend Jamie that, who is awesome, by the way. So if Jamie's listening, she's amazing. I love her to death. I was like, I kill plants. I kill everything I touch. And she goes, no, just start with the snake plant. And I did, and it was good. And I did great. And she taught me some things and was my little plant mentor. And now I have 120 plants. And I enjoy taking care of them. What's your ideal type of guy to date? My ideal type of guy to date. He turns on every time I ask or require him to. He carries 2 rubbers and lets me ride him all the time. And he doesn't let anyone else ride him. So it's a motorcycle. My ideal guy is a motorcycle. Why don't I reply to inbox messages? I cut his name out here because I get a ton of DMs inquiring about dating and am I single and can you go out with me? I'm not really interested at all. I've been single for 3.5 years. I've been focusing on myself. It's going to take a really incredible person to change that for me. And I can't be bothered right now. I'm too busy doing my thing, upping my game. When someone comes along in that fashion, it's going to be a really, really special human. And I just need to run into him. It's not going to be on social media. And then the other thing I just wanted to say on that is, in general, I get a lot of other DMs from women and, I wouldn't say kids, but, they're 16 years old. They're babies, to me. They're trying to ask me for advice. I get people asking about products. I get people asking about discount codes. Where can I find this? How do you do that? And I do try to answer it. I really do. I'm sure people are here in the comment section where I do answer questions and can get to you, but I'm one human and I have 5 incredibly large platforms and it's really hard to get to everybody. So if you are in my DMs asking me a genuine question, that's actually why I started these live streams, was because I could dedicate an hour and a half of my time, 30 minutes, 3 times a day. Whoop, don't do that. My Insta360. I got to stop talking with my hands. My link is going to get me in trouble. I dedicate that time each week to be able to answer your questions and crowd answer things. So if I can't get to you in a DM, come on the live streams and maybe you'll get your questions answered, because I do a lot of demos and I answer a ton of questions. And if it's a question for you, it might be a question for somebody else. So that's what I wanted to say. So that's that. Why did I disappear from IG for a while? So I just wanted to address this. I made a post about it when I came back to IG. I just had creator burnout. I just was doing too much. I had a lot of projects to do. I took on a lot of stuff. I did this huge K1 Speed collaboration. I lost 4 terabytes or 2 terabytes of footage. It set me back a lot. I'm still catching up from losing all of that footage, and I just got burnout. I work full time. I invest in real estate. I'm a mom. I've got a lot of stuff going on. So it just kind of hit me a lot and I just had to take a break. I didn't stop posting on Snapchat and YouTube. I kind of took that opportunity to go really hard on Snapchat and YouTube on other platforms, because I realized Instagram could be taken away in a blink of an eye. So anyways, I took a break. I just couldn't handle it. I had a lot of deliverables. I had a lot of responsibilities, and it was creator burnout. So I took a minute for myself, but now I'm mostly back, but I'm kind of focusing on the things that are important to me right now. So that's it. All right. I think this is the last question I had, which is basically, what's the best platform to post on to make a good earning? This is a great question because I'm really into networking, and I'm part of a ton of network groups. I'm in a lot. I network with a lot with creators. I meet with them bi-weekly. I have a lot of group chats going on. So I'm very intertwined in this content creator space, not just in the motorcycle space, in fashion, beauty, finance, other areas of this, they make an incredibly good income from social media. I say that to say the motorcycle space is probably the worst to want to be in. You have to really love it here. And I do. I love creating content. I love riding. I love sharing that passion. That is why I started. But it is the worst to get into by making money. And the reason why I bring that up is just because the platforms can pay, just not in motorcycle space. My friends are making my friends and content creator acquaintances are making $8,000 to $25,000 a month on TikTok on views and stuff like that. It is incredibly difficult as a motorcycle content creator to ride your bike and post content. You'll see some of this new age content creators kind of popping up, helmet creators, people who kind of post talking, not really riding. And there's a reason for that, because all the platforms are really cracking down on any type of riding material. I can't post me riding at all on TikTok. I cannot post it. I will get flagged and a community guidelines violation. Same thing on Snapchat and stuff. They're really cracking down on that. So I say all that to say, if you're looking to get in, that's not to discourage anybody. You can definitely make money on brand deals and affiliates codes and stuff like that if you want to get into it, but it's really hard in the motorcycle space. Definitely recommend doing something else. Doing something else. If you're in it for money, you got to love it. You can make money. I'm not saying you can't. YouTube is a great way with AdSense, but it's definitely a lot harder. You can tell a lot of the YouTube creators are having to scale back on their content, or change things up. It's definitely a shift happening online for the motorcycle space. So that's all I'll say. I wish I had time to reply to comments and everything. I was trying to get through everybody's comments when they put on the question box. So if you guys have any last minute things, I'll stay for 5 minutes and then I have to go. I have to jump. I have a meeting at 10 a.m. So I got to go prep for that. Do a Q&A thing again. Did you guys like that? What about the feedback? Did you like it? Did you like me handpicking some stuff and going through some things? I don't know if you like this. I was thinking about doing this maybe once a month or twice a month on some of these things. What do you think? Did we like it? Did we not? What's my dream bike? I really want the BMW M1000 RR. The 50th anniversary one. That's neon. The neon color. I want that bike so bad. I know it's older. It's been out for a while, but I want it. I could also just get an M1000 and wrap it neon yellow. I understand, but I want the 50th anniversary one. Yes, we need more Q&A. We do. Definitely do it again. Okay, cool. I'll try to do it again. It's crazy that people make that much money. It makes your stomach sick. It's well-deserved, but just insane to me. Listen, so I get it, but you guys don't realize how much work this content creator thing does. I don't get paid for these live streams. I do this out of the kindness of my heart to connect with my community. I make zero money from it. No one's sending gifts. And I'm not asking for it. I don't want to. I don't want to make money off of these. It's just a way for me to connect with you guys and talk with you, and you can see how I am, because this is how I am in person, for content creating, video editing, the hours I spent the last 2 free Saturdays editing a YouTube video the entire day. I could have been out riding. I could have been at the beach. I could have been playing video games that I want to play, reading books I want to read, going out plant shopping that I want to enjoy. But instead I was inside on my computer editing after an entire 40-hour work week, So you guys don't realize how much time and effort goes into that. And then brands don't want to pay, right? Well, in the motorcycle space, they don't want to pay for that stuff. But the finance, beauty, that industry recognizes the amount of effort that goes into it, and they pay for it. I put 40 hours into a video, you know what I mean, to edit and put it together. There should be money, compensated for your time and effort. So what's my cage when I have to take one? I had an Audi A3 for a while, but actually in the beginning of the year I had a car accident. And so I'm looking for a car right now. Actually, I'm test driving a lot of SUVs. I'm trying to figure out what I can tow with. I can't get a truck, and I'm really bummed out about it because in my mind, the next thing I wanted to get was a truck. Oh, it's a mess, guys. I'm going through a lot. Lexus GX 460. Ooh, does that tow? Have you ever thought about working with the Boys and Girls Club, some charity work? Yeah, it would be awesome. Actually, my long-term goal with all of this is to start doing some give back specifically for children, because I think it's important to see them get excited for motorcycles, whether that be via, sponsoring a young racer, an SFL mini GP, whether that's doing like a Boys and Girls Club, whether that's doing a children's let's teach you how to ride kind of thing with SFL mini GP. I have a lot of ideas there, but I really need to get these channels off the ground and making a lot more money to be able to do those things. So I'm working on it. I am very hard on getting stuff all situated for that. But yeah, I do. I think about it daily because it's on my 5-year goal. All right. Listen, I got 60 seconds. To kind of hang out with you guys here. So let me just do my little closing statement. If you guys, it's definitely warming up. It's warming up and everyone's getting out on their motorcycles. Just remember that cars aren't used to seeing you. So when you go out, keep your head on a swivel. Be aware. They're not used to seeing bikes out on the road as you guys are starting to get out there again. At least I think it's warming up. A friend of mine just sent me videos of snow. So I don't know. It's supposed to warm up, right? I live in Florida. It's always warm here. But just keep that in mind. Keep your head on a swivel. Do a mechanical check on your bike before you head out. Do a tire condition look over. Do a tire pressure check. Check your oil levels. Check your brake pads. Do a little lever check to make sure everything's kind of working. 5 minutes could save your life. And then always wear your gear. If you guys need any type of gear recommendations, I know we talked about 2 of my favorite jackets from JessR1des. We didn't talk about helmets. We didn't talk about Kevlar jeans. We didn't talk about boots or gloves or all that good stuff. So if you do need any recommendations, please, please, please check out my JessR1des page on Revzilla. You can get to that again, that typical content creator. Go to the link in my bio. I have an entire page set up for you guys. Go to the Revzilla page, check this JessR1des section. I have my entire collection here. Helmets, gloves, boots, jackets, all that good stuff is listed here. Backpacks. I'm pretty sure the OGO thigh bag is on here too that I talked about before. Boom, there it is. See, I got everything here for you guys. I try to make it as easy as possible. And again, I'm a baller on a budget. Get that 10% off code. Get that Revzilla cash back, all that good stuff. If you do happen to go to JessR1des Miami for anything, talk to Alex. Tell him JessR1des sent you, and he'll hook you up. I'm actually going to drop off some stickers there. So if you guys make it to JessR1des Miami and ask or mention my name, you'll get some free stickers with your purchase too. All right, just to sweeten the deal of making the trip down to JessR1des Miami. So I'm going to drop those off this weekend on Saturday. So they'll be there from Saturday on. All right. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you're happy, healthy, loving. Don't forget to check out my Snapchat on what I'm dealing with. I actually have to go check on the thing. All right. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. I will see you. What's today? Thursday? I'll see you on Tuesday.